All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the New York Giants. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. A first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
The throw over the middle, taken in. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. From the gun, Seymour gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Seymour. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Seymour. And that is incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. Now Newton toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and that'll bring up second down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
11 yards and a Panther first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Newton on first down. And this will be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Newton. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. From the gun, here's Newton. Man open, that's Ray McCloud. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check 43. He's crossing. He's checking.
A shotgun handoff now to Miller. The tackle there by Richard Sherman.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Here's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And avoids the contact by sliding. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
He's checking. Crack.
Out of the gun, Newton. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Mike, ready? Look at it. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Gun. Mike,
From just shy of midfield, Newton buying time to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 35.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Meanwhile here, a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
Great. Come on, dude. Mike 55. Hey, eat. What we got? Mike 55.
Now on 2nd and 16. Newton trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
Exactly right, and you're trying to limit the number of plays an offense runs. You're trying to limit the number of possessions they have. And he was a guy that I targeted coming out of college and rated very highly for his playmaking skills on defense.
And now he has his first career interception. A run by Barkley going to go backwards as he's going to lose right around 3 yards here. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Here we go. 70 ending. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine, baby. Get this. You're all mine.
From the gun, Seymour. They'll get this one to Cup, complete. We're scoreless after 1. First down, Seymour. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley. Back to throw. Seymour looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Tight down. There you go.
Here's Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On second down, it's Miller. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Ready, D. Watching you five. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
They'll run on first down. Irvin. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On second down and 4, Newton. He's going to look deep from... And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Seymour. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
From the gun, Seymour. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack. 3rd and long, defense with no fear. They brought the pressure.
Zero fear at all. That means they feel really good about the guys who are going to cover. But the biggest one is they think their pressure will get there before he has a chance to find an open receiver.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Let's get it. Set, ready? I know he ain't got it. Kill.
On second down, here's Miller. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
First down, Carolina.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it, because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Newton. Being chased out left. And incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Check back, six.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And this is caught at the 20. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play there for Carolina. 41 yards.
First down, Panthers.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
Some good strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
They'll come out in the pistol. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Now a give right side. Irvin. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers have taken the lead. extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
Panthers 14, Giants 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. 2nd and 9 now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there for the Panthers. 54 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll run with Miller. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard.
Watch tight. Tight ends right.
They'll run it again with Miller. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Lamar Miller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Well, those first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run it again with Barkley. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Seymour. And Ingram hauls it in. 10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Looking to throw. Seymour. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, but it'll be 2nd down.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback percentages have changed in throwing the football, I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now, you need to be 65 to 70% to be considered an elite quarterback. And in this ball game, it feels like we're playing old school, right around 50%.
Yeah, he's under 50%. He needs to start hitting more targets. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
50 seconds.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, they were good last time out with a touchdown drive. This go-around, it's not going to be very easy starting from inside their own 5.
But they shouldn't be daunted by it. You work on this the entire offseason. You work on it in practice. It's called coming out session. Start the ball inside the 5, start on the 5, on the 10. They should be ready to go.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That 1st down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Ready?
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning the first.
Dixon, complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
Watch the run, watch the run. Check the backer, check the backer. Slam, slam, slam.
Check 13. Check 13.
Deuce, 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 deuce. Check. Check hot route. Hot, hot. He's coming. Double up, double up.
On second down now, it's Miller. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Mike, that's it. Security. Hey, defense. Hey, defense. Let's go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. He completes this into the hands of Miller. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A good pickup there at 22.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
He's going to look deep for more. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Check, 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 check.
Gun, gun.
To throw again. Newton going back to Moore. This time he's got him complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a 1st down. Newton now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Throwing again is Newton. Thomas has got it. Complete. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
Oh, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. Irvin, he'll get only a couple down to the 44. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers on 3rd down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This is 3rd and 8.
Gun, gun. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. 55's my guy, 55. Let's get the ball.
From the gun, Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants' offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
At the 13-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 50 left side. 91. 57 to Mike. Mike 57. All right. Here we go. Let's go. D, let's go.
To throw on second down, Seymour finds his tight end Ingram. A gain there of 21 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Seymour. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. The ex-Iowa Hawkeye Mike Daniels in for the sack.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. Seymour finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. From the gun on third down, Seymour got a man, Slayton. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Seymour. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Seymour. A short throw to Ingram. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
And we're definitely getting towards the point of the game where not getting a lot of yards is secondary to keeping the clock moving. I mean, to me, that's a double win defensively. Short gain and some more time off the clock.
The Giants on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7.
I'm letting you know. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's caught. Shepard. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A nice pickup of 20. Three on the third down conversion.
And the Giants, first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
This quarterback now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Seymour. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 15-yard line.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Looking to throw on second down. Seymour. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Cooper Kupp, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are back within a single score. Rosas good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and then, by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down, and this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Gun. Time's the mic. Check.
Miller will get it. He has been busy today. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Out of the pistol look, it's Miller. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a 20th carry of the game for Lamar Miller. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Lamar Miller. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Ready?
Tighten up. Pull together.
On 3rd down, Miller. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league.